In this video, we're going to look at how to set up an ALFRED move from scratch. Now, very often the easiest way to set up an ALFRED move is just to take a similar move and make whatever adjustments you want to that move. However, that's not always a practical thing to do, simply because the move you may want to implement is just too different. Starting a move from afresh is reasonably straightforward, but there are a few tricky points to watch for. So to get started, we press Clear Move. And as you can see, it's removed not just the waypoints and the passing for all the agents, but it's also taken off the entangled and set piece markings on this scrum. So these players are no longer technically in a scrum, they just happen to be standing there. If we were to run this now, what we see is that the players do no longer behave as though they're in a scrum, but rather form some kind of big maul or ruck. So what we have to do is recreate a scrum in ALFRED. The first thing we do to do that is first of all go to Move Type up here, select Scrum. Now you see that this has done part of what we need, which is to make these players entangled in the set piece, and it's also added in the initial waypoints. However, that is not enough, and a scrum won't run from this point. What we also need to do is to go to this icon over here, the scrum icon, and place the scrum. And now you see the cyan appear around the number 9, which is giving number 9 the instructions it needs to actually execute this move. The one other thing that 9 needs is for me to click on the set waypoint icon over here and just add a third waypoint so that 9 knows what to do once it has received the ball. Now what we'll have 9 do here is pass to number 10, and we will give 10 a waypoint here. And obviously we have to set the waypoints for all our other players as well. So I'll just quickly add in a few simplistic moves here so that we can have a look and see how this is going to run. And I'll just get 10 to pass to 12, and I'll set 11 as a dummy runner. Now we'll just try out that simple move and see what happens. And away we go. Quite a bit more work needed on that move to develop it into something useful, but I think what we can do now is just move on and look at lineouts. So we'll do the same thing, click Clear Move, and we go up to Move Type, select Lineout, pick the lineout icon up here, and then left click to see and hold the button down to decide where you want that lineout to be. Now one thing I notice here is that for some reason not all the type forwards are entangled in the set piece, so what we will do is just go in and manually add that in, otherwise they'll go flying all over the place when this move runs. And we also need to add in a waypoint for 9, specify a pass to number 10, and we'll make 10 run forward and have a reasonably similar move to what we had before. One final point, that because 9 is up by 5, perhaps it would make more sense to have the jumper be number 5, so I've just changed it to 5 up here, and hopefully when we go to run model, this ought to just work now. And there we go, a simple move. And that's it for this video.